Tonight I am in Laughlin, Nevada, and as you can see, I am at the Aquarius. The general consensus I'd say for people who are familiar with Laughlin is that this is the best gaming floor and that it has the best hotel rooms. So let's take a look at the room and see if the people are correct. Personally, this is the first time I've stayed here in about 4 to 5 years. And being that I don't gamble here as much, I had to pay $50 out of pocket for the room. This room would probably run you about $75 to $80 if you were booking direct on the Aquarius's website. And more of an observation than a complaint is that this is the most dimly lit bathroom I've ever been in Las Vegas, Laughlin, or Reno. Again, not a complaint, but more of an observation. The room itself was described when I booked it as a luxury guest room with 2 queen beds. The room itself is probably about average size. And in my opinion, the word luxury is thrown around a little too freely these days, but that could just be me. So at the base of the lamp, between the 2 beds, you do have 2 outlets, so you can plug in your electronics to charge for the night. And let's take a look at the artwork on the walls. So the television is 32-inch. And if you want to check out what channels are included in the room, you can pause the video right now. Interesting to note is I thought the television looked a little old. So I looked at the back and it said it was manufactured in September of '08. So the television, along with the furnishings, as you can see, is a little bit worn. The room does include a refrigerator. That's always a nice bonus. And as you can see, I have the obligatory Gatorade bottles. Gatorade does have electrolytes. And the room does include coffee, does not include the Vizzy. And you have seating for 2 over here and more space to charge your electronics. Let's take a look at the room from this angle. So this casino participates with True Rewards. If you're familiar with the Strat in Las Vegas, or even here, the sister property, which is called the Edgewater, which is next door, these are all True Rewards properties. So if you have a card and you've been to the Strat, you'll probably be covered here. I will take a video in the morning to show the view where you can actually see things out the window. So for the money, as I said, the room was about $50 and it would cost you about $80. I have to say I'd recommend something like the Tropicana for that price. But in fairness, as I've stayed in nicer rooms at the Aquarius, you probably want to pay a little bit more to get a nicer room because they are worth it at the Aquarius. It has an exciting gaming floor. And so if you want to stay at the nicest place in Laughlin, I recommend upgrading your room. Thanks for watching. So here is the view outside of my room at the Aquarius, and across the street you do have the Laughlin Outlet Center, which includes stores like Famous Footwear, Family Dollar, and Bath & Body Works, to name a few. Then over here you have the Riverside RV Park. This is the other tower at the Aquarius. That is the Arizona Tower. I am in the California Tower. And over here you do have the Colorado River. And across the river, that is Sam's Club, where I plan to go pretty soon.